Welcome back to Ride JBI. This is JB. Today we finished a suspension revalve on this WP XACT 6500 drop-in kit. This drop-in kit was revalved to our JBI Moto spec, and it is going to be installed by the customer into their 2023 KTM 125SX. As you can see, we have both of the WP XACT 65 cartridges repackaged as how they come from the factory. We got them back in the plastic sleeves. We have selected the correct spring rate for them and already installed that with the correct preload spacer as well. That would be this piece. Whoop, there we go. That ensures that the spring has correct preload on it. And of course, the internals of the damper. So think what's inside of here beneath the red cap. So all the internals inside of the damping cartridge have been revalved again to our JBI suspension Moto spec. What that includes is our JBI suspension titanium subvalve. That is this gold piece here. It replaces the OEM compression post that is not a subvalve. Main thing you can see is that we have holes up here, whereas these ones have holes on the bottom. What that means is the holes up here, we can actually put shims down onto this post and we can cover these holes. So not only can we regulate the oil flow with shims on this, we can also do it with the compression clicker as well, because the compression clicker right here, that is what interfaces with the piston post. It goes inside of the back and it dictates how much oil can go through the inside of that and pass through these holes. On the OEM post, that is the only regulation we have, meaning the only way we can meter the oil flow through our compression post or low speed valve is by adjusting the compression clicker. On the JBI model, not only can we adjust it with the clicker, but we can also adjust it by adding or removing shims on top of here as well. If you're familiar with KYB or Showa forks, all of those style forks or closed cartridge forks feature a subvalve by default. So at Ride JBI, that's just something we take note of, and having had lots of experience utilizing subvalves in the past in other types of suspension, we just designed our own and applied it to these forks. For comparison, the 2023 WP cone valve fork, so the complete fork, those now come with a subvalve that is very similar to this in design. It is no longer like this in design. So WP is aware of this, and this is something that they have now added again to their complete fork, not their drop-ins. So at Ride JBI, we want to make sure that we can get every little piece of performance, and this is one of those parts that we utilize in the majority of our builds. The pressure springs, these 18 Newton springs, were changed out to some softer ones as well. So all in total, the internals have been revalved with JBI Spec shim settings. We changed out the pressure springs to a different rate, and we changed out the compression post for the JBI titanium gold subvalve instead. Altogether, that creates a very efficient performing fork, efficient in terms of how well it creates compression and rebound damping. The more efficient a damper performs, the better it is going to work across a variety of terrain. And the wider variety of terrain a dampener can handle, the better the suspension is considered. Also, we are providing this customer with a firmer shock spring for their setup, so that way their bike is balanced with the correct spring rates in the front and the correct spring rate in the back for the rider. This is our JBI suspension settings guide that comes with this kit, and this is specific to the rider. It tells them exactly how to set up their forks once they install it, and it gives them other technical information as well. So that way in the future, if they ever need to maintain their stuff, maintain their suspension, they know the exact specs, oil volumes, and oil type to utilize, so that way they can get the same performance and repetition each time they service it. Ride JBI has also tested, tuned, and developed many other settings for different types of riding, for all the different types of off-road riding, for motocross, supercross, arena cross, and freestyle. If you'd like Ride JBI to do your suspension, please give us a call today. We can discuss the year, make, and model bike that you have, what options are available, and what would work best for you. All JBI suspension services and parts can be found at ridejbi.com.